Now that we get that out the way, it is time for the main event. I'm just gonna show it to you. We finna dive into what happened with the ladies, man. The ladies, oh, stand up and clap, take a bow, whatever it is. You have rocked it this year. It's like you did last year, but you rocked it even better with the expectation of you rocking it, and you have rocked it. All right. So let's go back into the Sweet 16 from Friday. As we look at it, South Carolina, they, speaking of South Carolina did their thing. But as you can see here in the order that I put it in, if I was paying attention, Oregon State took down Notre Dame. It was that game that was going to be a tricky one. The Beavers took down the ACC champions to send them packing, unfortunately. South Carolina, they got a push of a lifetime, and I was happy to watch Indiana push the South Carolina Gamecocks the way that they did because South Carolina needed a test. They need to be pushed as hard as they can ever been pushed. Indiana gave it to them. South Carolina came on top 79 and 75. Probably the shocker of the Sweet 16 of the weekend. NC State taking down Stanford. It was one of those where Cameron Britt fouled out, played with foul trouble most of the game, could never catch a rhythm. Stanford couldn't catch a rhythm on the offensive end. And Miss James, Asia James, that's unbelievable. I'll talk about her more when we dive in, when we break down the Elite Eight even more. But it's just a Sweet 16. And then NC State, 10-point win over Stanford, who I had coming out of that region, so I got ousted on that one. And then you had Gonzaga versus Texas, and Gonzaga was no mess for them for the Lady Longhorns as they moved on. That was Friday. Then we go to Saturday. Saturday, we saw LSU take care of business in the second half against UCLA, like I thought they would. Colorado, y'all came with a stupid game plan. I'm just gonna say it. That was a stupid game plan by Colorado. Why is you trying to double Caitlin Clark and not expect her to know who's open? Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? You don't double Caitlin Clark to where she sees the whole court. Every time y'all double her, she knew who was open and she got them to it and they made their shots. That's why you got blown out by 21. You didn't even give her a push or nudge, nothing. And she smacked y'all. So Caitlin Clark advanced to Elite Eight. Juju Watkins and the USC Trojans handled business down early, came back late, take a 4-point win over Baylor, a very stifling Baylor team. And then we had Paige Buckets and Lear Edwards handling their business against the Duke Blue Devils, who was coming off that surprising upset, the upset of the tournament when the Blue Devils went to Columbus, Ohio in around the 32 and took down the Ohio State Buckeyes. So that was the Sweet 16 from Friday and Saturday. And then we had the Elite Eight beginning on Sunday. And as you can see here, South Carolina handled business over Oregon State, beating them by 12. NC State, Asia Johnson doing her thing, beat Texas, the number 1 seed, by 10. Caitlin Clark, I'm just going to say Caitlin Clark, but we all seen it. Caitlin Clark and Iowa, they got their revenge over LSU. And then Paige Buckets. Paige freaking Buckets said, I am back. As he took down Juju Watkins and the USC Trojans. Now let's break it down a little further, all right? Let's start with South Carolina. South Carolina, man. I don't know what else to tell you. They just South Carolina. They just didn't let Oregon State give them any problems. Okay? 12-point win. And then NC State, the Lady Wolfpack. Asia James, 27 points, 9 for 17 from the field, 7 from 9 from 3-point range. NC State as a team, they shot 45% from the field, 50% from 3, and 76% from the field. We're talking 45, 50, and 75. That will get you a lot of W's, and it got them a 10-point, a double-digit win over the 1 seed of the Region 4 bracket, and that was the Texas Longhorns. So, the Wolfpack, oh, men and women, in the Final Four. All right, but they weren't the only team to have both the men and the women in the Final Four. Before we get there, the game everybody wanted. They wanted a rematch between Iowa and LSU. It was on Monday night, a Monday night matchup that we was looking forward to. Angel Reese and the LSU Tigers trying to run it back, but Caitlin Clark and Iowa wants that elusive crown that she is missing from her college record book. Angel Reese, 17 points, 20 boards, but she was not the same after that second quarter injury when she re-injured her ankle. She ended up fouling up at the 151 mark of the fourth quarter with Iowa up 12. Flo J. Johnson, she did everything she could, but she struggled from the three-point range. She had 23 points, 10 from 18, not bad. But that 1 for 6 from 3, not helping. And then Caitlin Clark, oh my goodness, 41 points! On 29 shots, she made 13 of them. 9 for 20 from three-point range. 12 assists, 7 rebounds. Most of the assists came to Kate Martin, who had a career high for her. 21 points from 8 and 16, shooting 50% from the field. Only 1 3 out of 5 attempts on the three-point range. Didn't matter. Because Iowa was able to run away with it with a 7-point win. Don't be fooled by the 7-point victory because Angel Reese fouled out when they was down 12 at the 151 mark. That's when you all knew this game was done. It was over. And Clayton Clark has slayed her demons in the LSU Tigers. What a game, what a showing. And then, got to look at it. 12.3 million viewers of that game. Most watched women's college basketball game on record. Even have ESPN records that we probably can't even fathom right now. And not only that, I want y'all to know this. This is WrestleMania week, okay? Today is Wednesday, all right? Literally, everybody's flooding to Philly as I'm speaking right now for WrestleMania. SmackDown is in Philly. WrestleMania Night 1, Philly. WrestleMania Night 2, Philly. NXT Stand and Deliver, Philly. Monday Night Raw next week, Philly. Hall of Fame, Philly. WWE Worlds, Philly. Everything that is WWE is centered in Philly. This is WrestleMania week. This past Monday night, the same night as these ladies played, Monday Night Raw was in Brooklyn. The go-home show for WrestleMania going up against LSU and Iowa. And these ladies were able to pull 12.3 million viewers for this game. I want y'all to understand the magnitude of that. We're talking one of the most important Monday Night Raws in WWE, which is the Raw before WrestleMania and the Raw after WrestleMania, but we focus on the Raw before WrestleMania. The Raw before WrestleMania went head to head with LSU and Iowa, and these ladies were able to get 12.3 viewers to watch their game. The magnitude of that cannot be understated. I am happy for these ladies, even though I watch both at the same time. I'm just gonna be honest. Because it's WrestleMania week. If y'all know me, y'all know I love my wrestling. Shout out to Monarchs of Wrestling, by the way. Shameless plug. Saturday, 4 p.m. Sunday, 4 p.m. And after the main event of WrestleMania Night 2, catch us all 3 times. But man, ladies did a phenomenal job. I am so happy for Angel Reese, for LSU, for Caitlin Clark and Iowa. I'm so happy for all of them. So I just wanted to say that. All right. Now that I got that out the way, we had 2 more games. We still had 2 more games. We had 1 more game. Paige Buckets versus Juju Watkins. It was something to behold. I had USC. I was working with USC and Juju in this one. Didn't happen. By the way, I was one with LSU over Caitlin Clark. That didn't happen either way. I'm down 3 from the 4 teams. Obviously, the only one that's left is obviously the best team in the country. Nevertheless, Paige Buckets 28 points, 11 for 23 from the field, 3 for 6 from 3-point range, 10 rebounds, 6 assists. Aaliyah was 24 points, 6 boards. Juju and Mackenzie Forbes, even though they combined for 1 more point more than Paige and Aaliyah, Gino or Miyama has done it again. This time, I don't know how. They are literally down 5 players on their team. Literally. They are playing with 8 players. It's not an 8-man rotation. They have to play with 8 because that's all they got is 8. And for what Gino, Paige, Aaliyah have done to get this UConn team back into the Final Four, which they haven't been in quite some time, it's remarkable. In a year like this that they're having, and they are not nowhere close to fully healthy. Nowhere close. They only have 8 players. They literally have 5 players on the bench in sweatsuits because they can't play. They're injured. Shout out to Gino. Shout out to Paige. And by the way, Paige is making it known I am back, okay? I'm back. And she's made it known. So congratulations to those. Like I remember I said NC State and the only team that got 2 teams in the Final Four. Well, we seen this picture before. Oh, UConn men's team in the Final Four. Oh, UConn women's team in the Final Four. Great. Oh, 2004. Oh, UConn men, national champion. UConn women, national champion. Oh, 2014. UConn men, national champions. UConn women, national champions. It is the year 2024, and the men and the ladies are of UConn in the Final Four. So every 10 years, we got to deal with the double features of UConn. This is what this looks like. And the crazy thing is, Gino's been there for all this time, and we went from, let me think, who coach? I don't remember who the first coach was with UConn in 2024. Oh, Jim Calhoun, 2020 in 2004. What you call it? Kevin O'Hurley, 2014. Now we got Dan Hurley in 2024. The men's did it with 3 different coaches. Gino's has been there the whole entire time. Great. Anyway, it is what we got for the Final Four. All 4 of these teams are well deserving of the Final Four. You see, we got 2 1 seeds and we got 2 3 seeds, and it's a 1 versus 3 in both matchups because we gonna kick it off out the gate. The Lady Wolfpack have the task of dethroning the undefeated streak of the South Carolina Gamecocks, who coming in 36-0. Last time it was Caitlin Clark who did it to South Carolina in this very round, knocking off South Carolina and the Aaliyah Boston Company when she dropped 41 in that game like she did against LSU. Send them packing with 1 loss. That's a shame that your only loss is the reason why you can't be a national champion. Don State and South Carolina found themselves back into the Final Four. Now they got NC State. That is 7 p.m. on ESPN. This is on Friday, ladies and gentlemen. This Friday, 2 days from now. That's game 1. And then at 9 p.m., game 2. It is Paige Buckets Becker versus the unstoppable Steph Curry like Caitlin Clark. It is UConn. It is Iowa. It is Gino versus Lisa. It is going to be a show Friday night. It's going to be a show. Now, I can't wait to watch that game. Because before Caitlin Clark became a superstar, Paige Becker was on her way. She came in as a freshman, National Player of the Year as a freshman at UConn. Paige Becker. This girl is Paige Buckets. She ain't Paige Becker. She's Paige Buckets out here. Injury, significant injury the following year. With the ACL was last year. We didn't hear from Paige because we couldn't. Caitlin Clark took that mantle and has stormed off with it. But Paige said, "Oh no, you don't. Oh, you not leaving me in the dust. I'm right here. I'm back." So it's gonna be a showdown. And it's gonna be even more lovely when Paige and Caitlyn go head to head. Literally go head to head. I am going to enjoy seeing that. Who wanted more, Paige Buckets or Caitlyn Clark? It's gonna be on the popping. Only one can go to the next championship. Only one of them.